Also, how to be more braver in like some situations and stuff like that. Well, let me tell you a story. Well, I was in this like airport thing, like when you go outside, you basically would sometimes feel like there's lots of people. Like sometimes when you go like outside, you would feel this sense of like, oh no, what if is he gonna kill me, or is he like when you're like gonna go outside, right? You would sometimes feel like this thing where you feel like you feel like is he gonna kill me or something like that. Like you would feel your ego saying all of those stuff like that, because everybody is like a stranger to you. And the reason for this is basically because our like brain hasn't really evolved that yet. Like our brain hasn't really like evolved yet from the caveman days. Because like this is an example I stole from someone. Basically, the caveman brain like tells you to like, oh no, he's a stranger. Is he gonna kill me, or is he like like if he's not a stranger, I will kill him straight away with my stone. Like because strangers, just like if he's an enemy, because in the caveman days, if you see someone, you may think he's an enemy or a part of the tribe. So basically, that's like the reason why this happens. I'm sorry for coughing, but even though we may say that people are like strangers, like we all know that people just want to have more friends as well. Like this is like some social skills and advice, but basically like everybody else wants to also make friends. Everybody also wants to make friends as well, because let me tell you, like, but our brains just telling us like, oh no, that's a stranger. Like, is he is he gonna kill me, or is he a friend, or is he gonna kill me? Like, I better know. Like we all know strangers are friendly and like they just want to be friends with us and stuff like that. But like the reason, like we still have the old caveman brain of the past, so of course we would feel anxious when we see like a stranger. And like that makes sense as to why we don't like as to why we don't want like strangers. Like this is why it's so not good for our caveman brain to see it's too many strangers, like so many strangers, like when we're around like many strangers. But in for me, like I'm quite okay with it now. Like I just go with it. Like I'm just, yeah, it's okay, bro. It's just chill, bro. They won't gonna kill me, bro. It's okay. But still, even though like I would feel this. Yeah, it's okay. They're not gonna kill me. Like I'm. It's quite the brave thingy, but I still have this small thing voice in my head telling me that. But what if like, is he like gonna kill me? Like in the airport, like when I was sitting around like two guys near me instead of my family, I would be like, oh no, is he gonna like steal my bag? But like this time it was kind of different. When I went to the airport, they was kind of nice, even though they were quiet. They did not really like steal anything from me. I basically just went there and like, yeah, I'm okay with them being like my seatmates, because the other guy was allowing me to move in and out, and the other guy was just asleep all of the time. Like what I'm saying here is that they are like, they may be quiet and stuff, like it's great, it's fine, because I was feeling brave at the time. Like I was just feeling really brave at like the time for some reason. And I think the reason for that was basically like, I don't know, I think it's because I was training my patience. Like in the airport, like when I went for like a vacation just 2 days ago, in the airport I was like feeling quite brave because I trained my patience skill and stuff like that. Like I was feeling quite brave, and also I was being kind to others and stuff. So I was feeling this sense of bravery. So in order to actually train your own bravery, I think it's just by being around people and like training yourself to say, yeah, it's okay, bro. Or also approaching people, like going to the people and approaching them and making friends with them. So like basically what I'm saying here is, if you are with your friends when you're outside compared to when you are alone, like when you're alone, you're quite anxious and stuff because, oh no, what if it's gonna kill me or something, like that's what your thoughts are when you're alone walking outside. But when you're with your friends and you're walking outside, that's a whole nother story. Like that one's just gonna be epic because your like bravery like increases higher when you're with friends, because we know, because when you're with friends you're like, oh yeah, if somebody tries to punch us, all three of us will immediately like come after him and like punch him back. So it's like that's what it's like to have friends around you when you're like walking outside. So it makes you like even more confident and braver when you're like with friends. I mean, there's also others like lifting weights and like doing some like training martial arts. But the thing is, we would still feel a little scared, but it will like, decrease our like brave I mean scariness. Like it will scare it will reduce it, our anxiousness. Yes, anxiousness, it will reduce it. But the thing is, when we're like with friends, it's just, you would feel like you know that your friends wouldn't run away from you. Like you would just feel straight to yourself that you would feel like you would just, you know that they're like gonna fight with you if like a guy would like suddenly punch you or like knife you or something like this. Because you know that your two other friends near you would like hold him down while he holds his knife. Like that's like what our brain says. Like if you're with like two friends, it's just like, that's basically an easy way to improve bravery. Just have friends with you when you go out. Just invite some friends. Like, but what if you like? Because when you're friendless, you know, like if a guy were to pull out his knife to like try and kidnap you, like you know that your other two friends would like hold him down and he gets sent to jail instead because you're with your friends. But what if you didn't have friends to begin with? Well, then you gotta start socializing and try making friends outside again. Like you gotta approach them and like speak. Like that's literally, like, it's gonna be embarrassing, but it's worth it. It's gonna be scary, but it's worth it. So yeah, that's all. Keep on improving in life, bro.